Someone asked me a question that what is brahmacharya? Is brahmacharya saving sperms? And if that is brahmacharya, then why people after marriage becomes successful? So in this situation, I would like to tell you that whatever people talk about brahmacharya is not completely correct or is not complete information. Because the word brahmacharya comes from two words. One is brahm and second is charya. The meaning of brahm is creation and charya is the lifestyle. Lifestyle creation or creation in lifestyle, whatever you understand by this. And in ancient times, like the life is divided into four parts: brahmacharya ashram, grahast ashram, vanprasth ashram, and sannyas ashram. In the first 25 years, a person is going to Gurukul to get education. After that, in 25 years, then Grahast Ashram starts. In that time period, he is supposed to get married to take care of his wife and family and to give birth to kids. And after raising them, and after that, from 50 years to 75 years, one is supposed to share their experiences and knowledge with their children. And after 75 years, they were supposed to do the spiritual development in their life or just be in spiritual environment after leaving all the responsibilities to their family members or their kids. So that is basically the setting in the ancient times. So we are talking here about brahmacharya, the first 25 years of life. And there are different rules of brahmacharya. Like one should eat less, one should sleep less. If one will eat less, what will happen? They will be less lazy and they can focus on education. And if they will, suppose if someone is eating less, or eating less means less laziness, because if someone will eat a lot of food, then it will cause laziness. If someone is sleeping a lot, then that person is wasting their time which they can use for their educational studies. So similarly, there are a lot of rules for brahmacharya. So basically, the philosophy behind this brahmacharya lifestyle is creation. Creation of what? Creating yourself, making yourself physically, mentally, emotionally, and spiritually strong, and socially also. So what exactly is happening in this time period? In this time period, a student is supposed to make their mind and emotions strong by refraining them from six major things which are emotional diseases, or which basically hamper or affect or disturb your development, emotional development or mental development. First thing is lust. Because when we are lustful, then we are thinking about our opposite person. Like if males are thinking about females and females are thinking about males. So in that situation, their mind is not focusing on themselves, on their self-improvement, personality development. Their mind is on lust and they are busy in outside world. So when your mind is outside, then you cannot focus on your internal development. Similarly, if you are angry, second is anger. If you are angry, if you are fighting with people, then you will be completely stressed. You will be feeling anger, aggression, revenge, frustration. Even in that scenario, you cannot focus your energy on your improvement. So it is very important to refrain yourself from anger, and you have to manage your anger. You need to understand, the more you will be angry, the more you will show aggression to people, the more you will be the one who suffer. That person who wants peace of mind, who is looking for peace of mind, they should not spread anger or expand the things in an aggressive way. The more you will be peaceful, the more you would like to spread your expressions, emotions, or express yourself in peaceful way, the more you will feel peace in your mind. The more you want to torture others, it will torture you. This is your karma. So what you should do, if you are feeling anger, you need to understand one thing, that anger will damage your mind. Anger will torture you. not any other person. And if other person will get reaction, like if they will not be able to have self patience, and if they will react, then they will torture you and the karma will torture them. Means if we are angry, if we want to make other person feel worse, then first of all we will have to make ourselves feel worse. That is the rule of karma. If you don't want to take revenge, if you don't want to fight with anyone, you will become automatically at peace. Your mind will be at peace. And when you will take revenge, when you will want to take revenge, you will be in stress. You will be the one who is suffering. Anger is that thing which makes you suffer. That person who wants to revenge, who wants to take revenge, is the person who is suffering. So whenever we are angry, we are engaging ourselves in the external area, so that also affects, disturbs our internal mental emotional development. Third is attachments. That is called moh, attachment. First is like kam, krodh, moh, maya, lobh, ahm. So first is lust, anger. Third one is attachment. So attachment is like when we make friends, we get attached with them, we start caring about them. So when we start caring about other people, definitely it is going to affect focus. We cannot focus on ourselves because we are focusing on about others. So this is why it is very important to not go in any kind of relationship like people go in a boyfriend girlfriend. It is going to take away, snatch away your focus, concentration, and your education will be affected, your career will be affected, and more than that, you will not be able to focus yourself on emotional development, and you will stay emotionally weak because your focus will not be inside, it will be outside. Fourth one is illusion, that is relationships. Why relationships are considered as an illusion? Because if a person, let's suppose if you are a person, you are son for someone, you are husband for someone, daughter for someone, wife for someone, enemy for someone, friend for someone, but you are the same person. So titles, labels are different, but person is same. So there is a kind of bondage that, suppose there are a person is in a relationship, husband and wife, even though they don't like each other, but they are in a bondage, they are in a connection, they are in an arrangement where they have to take care of each other, even though they are not liking each other, but they have to adjust because that is the social responsibility. If you are in a relationship, that is marriage, then you need to take care of each other. And if you will not take care of each other, then society will not respect you. Similarly, like parents have to take care of their kids, even though if they like it or not, they need to. So in attachments, we care about others because we genuinely care. But in illusion, we only care about others just because they are our relatives. Even though it's all illusion, we have made it, society has made it this arrangement, but it's an illusion. But that is the way it is. And again, if we will focus on others, then we cannot focus on ourselves. This is why people were sent outside, away, far from their family. So they don't be in this thing, in this illusion, or in this scenario, in this dilemma that where they need to focus on their family members. No, they were supposed to focus only on themselves. And then comes greed. Fifth one, greed. In this situation, one is to understand that they should not indulge in illegal activities or do anything which affects the right of other person, because if you will exploit the rights of other people, then they will fight with you, and again you will be involved in a fight which will take all your attention and you will not be able to focus on your self improvement. And then comes ego. We think that we are the best and other people are less than us, and the fact is that when someone dies, there is no effect on any person. Things go on its own, as daily a lot of people come in this world, leave this world, but is there really any effect on other people? Other people are living their life like nothing happened. So that is the reality. So when we think we are superiors or we are the best, then we start to make others feel inferior. And again, our mind is engaged in others as we want them to feel inferior. and we want to feel superior. So that is also making us not focus on our self improvement. So these are the 6 main things. So what exactly is brahmacharya? Brahmacharya is creation, like lifestyle which is supporting creation of your mind, your emotional well-being, making yourself strong, mentally, emotionally strong. And why this is very important? Because in the initial stages of life, that is a very crucial period of your life, because in that time you can develop yourself, you can make yourself mentally, emotionally strong to face the life in a very nice manner. Because if you will be weak, then you will not be able to face the situation and circumstances with full power. You will be scared, you will be running away, you will have no confidence to face the difficult situations in your life. But in this brahmacharya time period, you learn to have self control. Whatever 6 things I have told you, these are very important in life. It's not like that there is no need to feel lust or anger or attachment or relationships. Like every ego, everything is very important. But the thing is, if you are being controlled by these things, then you will suffer all your life. But if you will master or control all these things, then you will be the king or queen of your life. So in that time period, in the initial 25 years, person focuses on these internal development, emotional development kind of things, and they basically becomes strong enough to have self control. Basically, in simple words, I can say that this time period that people call brahmacharya is that time period where people learn self control and patience. And self control and patience only comes by self discipline. It cannot come without self discipline. And discipline, for that you need to practice, and discipline comes by practice. Self control is a power, patience is a power that you cannot grow just overnight or over few weeks. It's a process, it takes years of time. And when you will have self control, you will be able to control your emotions easily, and no one can hurt you, no one can make you feel smaller. Sometimes people complain that other people's hurt me, other people makes me angry, other people makes me feel small or less important. But genuinely speaking, practically speaking, if you really know your worth, if you really know your value, do you really think someone can come and make you feel small or little? No. When you have self control, when you know you have the confidence, when you know your talents, your powers, your strengths, and you have worked on your weaknesses, you have completely fixed your weaknesses, or you're working to fix them, then you know you are not some average person. You're a talented person. You have self control. You have a purpose in your life. If someone has purpose in their life, if they have any goals in their life, if they want to achieve anything in their life and they are working for it, then no one can make you feel small. Only those people who have no objective, no purpose in life, their life is without a goal, they do not have the confidence, they are emotionally weak, they do not have self control, patience, they are emotionally weak. So any person can make them feel weak. It is not that any person is making them feel, they basically presume about themselves that they are weak. So anyone can say anything, and their own auto suggestions make them feel weak. So all I'm trying to say is, if you genuinely believe that someone can make you feel weak or less important or things like this, then it is a sign and symptom that you are emotionally weak and your self-control and patience is weak, and you need to fix it. And you can easily fix it by little practice, because it needs some amount of practice. You just need to figure out what are your weaknesses, and you need to expose your weaknesses. You need to make even little effort, whatever little effort you can do. Even if you will practice little to fix your confidence, suppose if someone is having problems in conversations, talking to people outside in real world, then they need to go outside and talk to people even for few minutes. And this practice doing daily will give them the patience and confidence, and subconscious mind will start to transform, and you will gain the confidence. And when you will gain the confidence, you will not need certificate of any person. No one can else ever make you feel small, because You do not feel small because of others. You feel small because of your own lack of confidence. And once you will work on your confidence, when your confidence will grow, then no one can make you feel any kind of small or less, because every person has the potential to become successful in their life. All they need to do is focus on their goals, or if you don't have goal, if you don't know what to do in their life, then you should at least work on your self improvement. You should work to control your lust, your anger, your attachments also should be in limit, because if you are doing a lot of attachments, then you are giving other person power to damage you, disturb you. You should be too much limited in attaching yourself to others. Do not depend extremely on others. An illusion, as I have told you, it's also kind of attachment. One should not be so greedy that they can do something which is illegal, because that can bring some problems or difficulties or any kind of non relevant or not good things in your life. And ego, obviously everyone has ego, but they need to control, because we need people. One person is not sufficient. We need people, and we can need anyone, because problems do not tell before coming, they just come. And we need people, so we need to keep good relations with others. Every person is important. So where you need a sword, you cannot use needle, but where you need a needle, you cannot use sword. So sword and needle, it's an example. Like every person has their different roles. Everyone is important. So what I'm trying to say is, in brahmacharya time, in the starting 25 years, you learn self-control and patience, and from this you control all the emotional weaknesses. You can limit, you can control them. You learn self-control, and when you have self-control, then when you enter into the married life, then obviously lust is in your control. You are not controlled by lust. So whenever you want to have relation with your wife, you will not have any issue. It will not be like lust is directing you, controlling you. Similarly, if you are angry, there is nothing wrong to be angry. You may dislike something, but anger will not control you. You will know that what to say and what is the best way to say, that you will solve the problem. Your purpose should not to make other feel worse, because making other feel worse is not going to solve any issue. Your purpose should be, we need to fix the issue, we need to solve the issue. And then it's not difficult to solve things if you just want to solve it. And as I have told you, attachments, if you will limit yourselves, if you will limit yourself, and if you will not be too attached with someone, then they will not have the power to emotionally affect you. Same with illusions. It's same things with relationships. Do not get attached a lot with you, even your relatives, because you never know. We never know who can leave us, like due to some sickness, or maybe due to some fight, people can leave. Even in relationships also, and greed. Don't be too much involved in your mind that you should earn a lot even from illegal ways. No, one should not go or use illegal ways, because that is a wrong karma, and karma will not make your life easy if you will do the wrong things. And obviously one should not be very egoistic. We should respect others. So that's what is brahmacharya all about. It's not saving your sperms, it's basically having self-control, so your life will be in your control. Thank you. Your control.